Hi, my name is Jayme Hernandez, founder of the school Nurture Yoga Therapy. I just wanted to introduce to you a program that I've developed called Prenatal Yoga Teacher Training for Conscious Parenting. So a few things that I want to kind of dispel, which is prenatal yoga is not necessarily only, or any yoga for that matter, is not only just to make your student feel good. And it's also not a class where we just figure out adjustments just because there's a round belly. This prenatal yoga teacher training really addresses the physical aspect, the physical transformation that mother goes through in their skeleton structure, in their internal organs, in their hormonal system, and how that manifests in their real life. So we will learn tools that will actually apply to what's happening to them physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I've developed these tools from my own personal experience and from just simply working with thousands of mothers in prenatal yoga teaching in groups and in one-on-ones. The other aspect that we're going to be addressing is how to prepare for the birthing process. Again, if all we're doing is breathing in, breathing out, making mothers feel good and instructing this posture and that posture because there's a baby inside, it's not necessarily going to prepare them for the birthing process. Mothers, I think it's the opportunity in a birthing and the opportunity in pregnancy to really look at what life is telling us through our emotions, what life is telling us through our body, and to take a real look at that, to take a real look at this opportunity we have for these emotions that are coming up. And they're going to come up again if we don't look at them now. They're going to just come back up again, probably in menopause or just in, important stages of your life. So how can we integrate this mind into this body that is carrying this life? And how can we hold this life and this soul, this being inside of us with stability? How can we address all of the messages that the body and the mind and emotions are giving us? And how can we also prepare for the birthing process? And one of the realities of the birthing process is that it's going to be intense. It's going to be probably create for most women a lot of fear of the unknown. It's going to really push them to work with intensity in the body. So how can we actually teach women real life techniques that will move them through this birthing process, to be able to receive, to be able to bring this baby or babies out into the world from a place of confidence, from a place of intention, from a place of being okay when natural fears arise as the birthing process unfolds, and drawing upon the tools that they have, this body, this breath, this mind, this voice, to birth from a place of standing and being grounded with whatever unfolds, because that's the reality. We don't know how the birthing process is going to unfold. Creating intention can be a real powerful tool, but it's not so black and white. The intention can lead us into primarily the direction we want to go, but it is not going to be so factual as to how we imagine it, right? So life is spontaneous. And how can we really address the spontaneity of life? And this is, in essence, what yoga is, right? To be present to what is presenting itself as it presents itself. We can do all the preparing we want, we can read all the books, we can know all the postures, but in the end, how can you prepare this mother for the spontaneity of life? And I think this is a paradox. I think pregnancy is a paradox or a parallel or a way of learning about life, nature always prepares us. The very fact that we go to the bathroom, 10 times a day or whatever, and every single hour is preparing mother for waking up every hour or so that their baby wakes up. And there are so many things that we can educate mothers on, just seeing their pregnancy from a place of education versus a place of inconvenience. Seeing really, what it is to carry another human life. And how can we actually, in the classroom, in our teaching, connect with a real life human being that is growing inside of us? We can get into the philosophy, we can talk the talk, we can talk like a yoga teacher, but in essence, are we literally connecting with that human being that doesn't necessarily have a voice or a thought? It's purely experience. And so can we, as yoga teachers, move into the pure experience of ourselves so that we can move into the pure experience of mothers that are pregnant and are about to give birth? And ultimately, what we're really teaching them is how to be prepared for motherhood. Yeah, mothers are the primary teachers, the primary gurus, if you want to say, of the children of our society. So, I think the training, what I'm trying to offer, my intention is to get real about what we're doing. Because all the superficial and all the focus on the physical aspect or the proper postures or what we can't do, I don't believe is going to prepare them for the, beauty and the hardship of motherhood. Yes, we definitely need to understand the female body, the female pregnant body, but it's a little bit more in depth. If we're really going to address what mothers are going through, it's a physical letting go. It's a mental letting go. It's an emotional letting go, right? It's a surrendering now to sharing your once atomic, what's that word? Individual life with now being with someone 24/7, right? So how can our teachings help mothers know how to be the best teacher for themselves, and how can they be with this child, with this baby that actually, in essence, we are aligning with them. Babies are always in the experience. Babies are coming from this place of pure observation. And so what we're really teaching is how can we align mothers with that experience. And then I think we are really truly teaching oneness, right? Because I think right now our culture tends to separate things and put things in black and white, and what we can't do and what we can do. But the reality is, all we can do is be in this experience, right? And how can we exchange and educate and offer a teaching that is not just conceptual, but it's experiential? So if any of this speaks to you, this is what we're going to be learning as teachers, as humans, as students of life. Just because I'm teaching this, I understand that life is my teacher, and the people, whoever comes in front of me, are also my teachers. So it would be really an honor of mine to share with you the experiences that I feel have shifted my life and shifted the lives of other people. And that's it. So if it speaks to you, you can reach out to me and let me know what you think, and I'd be happy to hear from you. So my name is Jayme Hernandez, and I will hope to meet you one day. Thank you.